I will just buy 2 meters and wrap myself on the sofa at night to watch something. But we cannot live like this, can we? So it's a pity though. So let's make a scarf, not a normal scarf, but one of these neck warmer ones, one of the round ones, a circle of fabric for my 4-year-old. They're not so good with scarves, putting them around their necks, maybe they lose them, but with this, they just simply pull it down and it's there. So it's quite useful, quite easy. Let's make one. So this simple rectangle of fabric is going to become a neck warmer with only 2 seams. So it's ideal for beginners to make the most out of the scraps you have around, to give as a gift, or even for selling if you want to do that. So if you like this kind of projects, consider subscribing, because I upload twice a week and that way you don't miss anything. And I leave you my Instagram account as well in case you want to say hi and we can talk for a while. What fabrics to use? Something warm. I have one of these sort of sheep fabric and it's quite stretchy. Look at this. So anything that stretches is going to be good. Even some t-shirt material is going to be nice, because once it's around your neck it'll be warm. So anything stretchy. So my theory, you know, I work with theories. I have a theory, I test it and I tell you if it works. So my theory is that even though this is 47 centimeters, it stretches almost to 60. So you need that stretchiness to go through your head, but you need it to go back to its place so it's warm on your neck. So you don't need it loose. If we cut 55 centimeters, it's going to be loose on your neck. It's going to be warm, but not as warm. So we want it a bit tighter. So test your fabric to see how stretchy it is. Well, we'll see if it works now. And I'm going to cut it 20 centimeters tall, so when I fold it, it's going to be 10. So my rectangle of material is going to be like 45-ish by 20 centimeters. Esto para los retales. I'm going to fold my fabric long ways and zigzag stitch it to make this tube that I'm going to close on top. Scrap basket. So this simple rectangle of material is going to become the neck warmer by folding it long ways and sewing with a zigzag stitch. I have a polyester thread and I'm going to be using the foot press that has the little plastic plate on top, so the machine doesn't eat all. And once it's right size out, I'm going to fold it so I can start sewing all of this. So I'm going to start sewing and pulling so I can sew the most of it, being careful not to overlap my fabric in case I mess it up. So this is ideal now in January that the cold really starts. Like, I bet you've been colder than I am, but still this is quite good. So I'm going to do one of these, I call it step ladder stitches because it's an invisible stitch. You just go in one way, cross to the next one, and then go down the same. And this crossing makes these steps that once you pull the fabric, you won't see. Anyways, this fairy fabrics, you won't see either, because they just, I mean, they'll hide everything. Oh, they'll hide everything, so you don't have to worry about your stitches being really nice and neat, because you just won't see it. So for that, it's ideal for people who don't know how to sew by hand very well, for example me, but it's really good. It's going to look amazing, and your child is going to be really warm, or yourself either. It's fine for adults as well, because you know, when they are little, it's quite difficult for them to wrap the scarf and be warm and don't lose it and all of this. So that way you can be completely sure that they're going to be just fine, which is one of the main worries you can have, or at least I do. So just with a few stitches, you can't see anything really. So easy. And it's done. So it's so stretchy that it even fits me. So it's ideal. It's really easy. You can have it done in 10 minutes, and it's ideal to make the most out of scraps, to give as a present, or to make for the whole family. And that way you make sure everyone is cozy and warm. And it's really squishy, it's lovely fabric. So I leave you a link here to all the little projects like this I've done. They're ideal for learning if you're a beginner, and to have a nice time in your sewing room and make something useful you're going to love. And I'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe.